Hello and welcome to Sunshine Reports. I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. Vice President Kashim Shettima says the reform policies of President Bola Tinubu's administration will bring needed and desired succor to all Nigerians. The Vice President, during an interactive session with traditional rulers in Akure, described President Tinubu as a courageous leader who is not afraid to take difficult decisions to make the country better. Senator Shettima acknowledged and appreciated the support of royal fathers for the state and the federal government, craving more support ahead of the 2027 general elections. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole has details as presented from our studio.
Governor Loki Ayedatiwa was at Akure Airport to welcome Vice President Kashim Shettima to the Sunshine State ahead of the 7th expanded National MSME Clinic being hosted by the state. The first assignment performed by the Vice President was an interactive session with traditional rulers from across the 18 local government areas at the state's Obas Council Secretariat in Akure, welcoming dignitaries, Chairman Council of Obas in Ondo State. The Olowo Oba Ajibade Ogboye thanked President Bola Tinubu for promoting the welfare of Nigerians through various policies and programs. Noting the excitement to receive the federal government delegation, he applauded the impactful governance of Governor Ayedatiwa in the state.
We are very thankful to the Vice President for deeming it fit to come personally to oversee the affairs of what we have in the state for the benefits of our people. Through you, we thank Mr. President, President Bola Tinubu for his programs, beneficial programs to the good people of Nigeria. And that's one reason why the Vice President is here. Let us know that what things that are due.
Governor Loki Ayedatiwa appreciated the royal fathers for their support during the 2024 governorship election and craved more collaboration, especially for President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general elections. He reassured the royal fathers of his administration's commitment to the promotion of traditional institutions towards effective grassroots development. The governor restated his passion for overall growth and development of the state.
You know, when you talk about grassroots mobilization for any positive change and for anything meaningful, the traditional institutions are very key because they are the closest in terms of communal relation to the people it has remained. And the diplomats and charge their people go out and vote for APC. Today we have that 18.0 pro-mass governor. Thank you, for your support during the election, and since we came on board, they have been giving maximum support. And Ondo State is peaceful because they are partners to the government, maintaining peace in their various domains. I know you will not change because this is your government. You brought this to be through your support. And this government will never fail because your counsel, your advice will always take to it.
The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, thanked and appreciated the royal fathers for their unalloyed support for Governor Ayedatiwa and Bola Tinubu administration. He described President Tinubu a courageous leader who is not afraid to take difficult decisions aimed at making the country better.
And I want to convey to you a message from the President. He's been in the hands of what Nigerians are going through. But no matter how long the rain is, no matter how long the night is, it must give way to the light of the dawn. Stormy the weather might well be, but it won't rain forever. I believe good times are here. The economy is picking up, jobs are being created, and in the coming months, Nigerians will reap bountiful harvest from the far-reaching decisions by the President. He's a man of courage and conviction, and he deserves the support of all Nigerians.
Shettima craved more support for Nigerians for the Bola Tinubu administration towards realizing the renewed hope agenda.
Meanwhile, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, remain the backbone of any economy, contributing significantly to gross domestic product, employment and innovation. At the 7th expanded National MSMEs Clinic in Akure, the state capital, Governor Aiyedatiwa said the event is a one-stop shop for regulatory agencies, enabling MSMEs to address challenges and access timely interventions. The governor, who reaffirmed his administration's commitment to providing enabling environment for businesses and investment to thrive, applauded the transformative vision of President Bola Tinubu to ensure a Nigeria where MSMEs are the drivers of economic growth. Government House correspondent again Wahab Bankole reports that the Vice President Shetima Kashim led the federal government's delegation.
Determined to promote the growth, the 7th expanded National MSME Clinic. The event, held at the International Culture and Events Center, the Dome in Akure, was attended by top government officials, including Vice President Kashim Shetima, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, federal lawmakers, traditional rulers, captains of industries, and other relevant stakeholders. Welcoming dignitaries, Ondo State Deputy Governor Olayide Adelami said the state is honored to host the clinic, noting its commitment to investment growth and business development.
In our quest for industrialization, we are not relenting. We will continue to give our MSMEs the strategic support they need, recognizing them as the backbone of our state's economy.
In his remark, Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji appreciated the federal government for the initiative and commended Governor Aiyedatiwa for realizing the dreams and hosting the event, stressing that development cannot take place without the MSMEs.
A country, a people cannot develop without developing the MSMEs. It's not possible. The engine of growth and development in any nation. And unfortunately, there are sectors that are not neglected. So thank you, sir. All these young entrepreneurs, let us continue to patronize them.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa said the event is to revolutionize the engine of the economy while recognizing the immense potential that lies within the MSMEs, reaffirming his commitment to unleashing the potential to drive growth, innovation, and prosperity. Aiyedatiwa said the 7-point development agenda of his administration, codenamed AIS, prioritizes MSMEs growth and development in line with the Renewed Hope agenda, and applauded the transformative vision of President Bola Tinubu to ensure a Nigeria where MSMEs are the drivers of economic growth.
A clinic of this nature is therefore essential to serve as a one-stop shop for regulatory agencies, financial institutions, enabling MSMEs to address challenges and access timely interventions. It also provides an easy platform for our young entrepreneurs to have wider access to funding, skill development, infrastructure, markets, and technology, facilitating MSMEs growth and development through regulatory support and capacity building.
The governor restated his dedication to continue working tirelessly in support of the innovative efforts of the federal government at driving the economy, highlighting successes recorded so far by the state.
We have keyed into the federal government initiative of the Bank of Industry 75 billion MSME intervention program, providing our entrepreneurs with affordable financing options in the face of current economic realities. Our SMEs have also benefited from the entrepreneurial training program for micro, small and medium enterprises by the Development Bank of Nigeria, equipping them with essential skills and knowledge to grow their businesses beyond the shores of this country.
The governor expressed gratitude to the Office of the Vice President and the Special Advisor on Job Creation and MSMEs for choosing Ondo State to host the expanded clinic and made some requests targeting the economic prosperity of the state. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, said MSME accounts for a major source of growth and development in the country, noting its importance to Nigerians and the federal government.
So to all the MSMEs gathered here today, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not unique. You are the center of our economic being. I urge you to take full advantage of the opportunities before you. Engage with the agencies present, seek guidance, ask questions, and seize every chance to elevate your business to greater heights.
He applauded Governor Aiyedatiwa for promoting the growth of investment and businesses with his policies and programs, with a promise that all hands will be on deck to promote oil palm and cocoa production, noting that President Tinubu administration is determined to turn the economic fortunes of the country around. From the International Culture and Event Center, the Dome in Akure, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
In a related development, participants of the 7th Expanded National MSMEs Clinic have been urged to remain resilient and continue pursuing growth in their businesses. The clinic, a federal government initiative aimed at supporting entrepreneurs, serves as a platform to guide business owners towards sustainability and long-term success. OSRC's Blessing Obe reports on key highlights and participants' experiences at the event.
Micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, are a vital force in Nigeria's economy, driving employment, fostering innovation and providing opportunities for the nation's youth. Often described the backbone of the economy, MSMEs contribute significantly to GDP growth and industrial development. At the 7th Expanded National MSMEs Clinic, stakeholders advocated for increased patronage of locally made products as a strategy to boost economic development and self-reliance.
Pull all these young people together, because that's the heartbeat of our nation. Let them give a product of an integrated project. I am very proud to tell you that 80% of what I'm putting on, all done in Nigeria. This my Ashoki, one of this did this for me. Put the stone there, and I'm very proud to be a Nigerian wearing Nigerian products. So I want to implore each and every one of us, this is the only way we can grow our nation.
We've been going around with the agencies, interacting with the different MSMEs. Everyone is happy with what has been done, and everyone is even happier that agencies that can resolve their issues are interfacing with them just right on the spot. Some of their issues are being sorted out immediately, and some that are going to be sorted out, we have noted those issues, we are going to resolve those problems.
Participants at the clinic expressed optimism, sharing valuable insights and lessons that they believe will help them restructure and scale their businesses.
When we mention MSMEs, that will encourage artisans, skilled workers, those that are professionals, maybe in the fashion industries, in the manufacturing business too. It will allow them to have easy access to funds that they will use to pilot and to finance their projects, and that will add more grace and that will add more productivity with what they are doing.
For any country or a particular state to have industrial development, small businesses, micro and middle enterprises are very, very key to the sustenance of having reasonable means of livelihood in any society. This is a clarion call for our entrepreneurs in Ondo State to take the advantage of accessing funds from the various credit agencies that are present here today.
I believe that the young people in Ondo State, they have more opportunities for their businesses to develop.
The event was marked by strong calls for greater investment in homegrown goods, with speakers emphasizing the need to redefine the nation's economy through indigenous innovation and production. The MSMEs clinic is expected to expand to more states in the coming months, offering even more entrepreneurs the opportunity to thrive. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
Still on the MSMEs clinic, the micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, form the backbone of Nigeria's economy. These enterprises are driven by individuals with big dreams and an unyielding passion to succeed. In Accra, the Ondo State capital, the 7th edition of the expanded National MSMEs Clinic brought together small business owners, regulators, and stakeholders in an exhibition of innovation, creativity, and resilience. Osrc's Abidemi Akinrotoye was at the event and now shares insights into the hopes, struggles, and determination of these business owners as they navigate the terrain of entrepreneurship.
Amid the vibrant market and entrepreneurial buzz of Ondo State lies a sector brimming with energy and resource, often overlooked but undeniably essential. Micro, small and medium enterprises are not just small businesses. They are the soul of local economies, embodying innovation, determination, and the entrepreneurial spirit of Nigerians. At the Dome in Akure, the 7th expanded National MSME Clinics offered a rare platform for entrepreneurs to showcase their products and services while connecting with regulators and business support agencies.
I've been into this business for the past 10 years. I've been managing the business. Actually, it's not today. We've started very small, but we thank God for God where we are today and where God is taking us to.
There is no small business. That is what I want you to know. It depends on how you package your business. For these ones we are doing, we want to thank God Almighty for making it possible for us to survive on it.
From fashion to agro-processing, cosmetics to tech solutions, creativity was on full display.
Everybody knows that business is tough everywhere, but consistency really matters. Once you are consistently doing something and what you are doing is good and it is something that people can appreciate and you are consistent with it, there's no way you will get to the top. You will surely get there.
But alongside the celebration was a chorus of concerns.
It's not easy. Being an entrepreneur, there are a lot of challenges facing us there. A lot of challenges. Actually, for my own fish, the nature of the business, you can see it's fish. It's all the time. It has its own time. As we are now, we are in the month of July. It is a seasonal. It's a seasonal product. During this period, which is the July period, the wave is always high. Actually, people don't risk their life going there to fish.
Challenges we have is if God can send someone to us, a helper, for us to improve on the business, we wouldn't mind. And we also want to thank the governor of Ondo State, the indefatigable governor, the he for she governor that gave us the opportunity for us to exhibit our products. And we know with this exhibition, the sky will not be our limit.
According to reports, MSMEs contribute about 48% of Nigeria's gross domestic product, GDP, representing 96% of businesses and accounts for 84% of employment across the country. Yet, their full potential remains untapped. Business owners at the event appealed for stronger government support to ease business.
It can assist in the aspects of the fishermen, because looking at it, it is not a fish, it's not a product they wear. It is natural products. And looking at it, the fishermen on their own will have to fish to extra mile before they can get other fish. And for instance, if a fisherman should take his boats to fish today and pour at least 100 liters of fuel And at the end of the day, fishermen didn't get the product. The next day again, he pours 100 liters, he didn't get the product. Maybe the third day, actually he now finally get the product. He will have to do the calculation of the wasted fuel used, and he will not use it he will place it on the current price of the product. I think the fishermen have to be encouraged.
As Nigeria charts a course towards economic recovery and growth, it becomes even more urgent to recognize and support the critical role MSMEs play in national development. Empowering these businesses is not just an economic strategy, it is a pathway to poverty reduction, job creation, and inclusive prosperity. Abidemi Akinro-Toye, Osrc News.
Away from the MSMEs clinic to other stories now. Balancing career and motherhood is no small feat, especially for breastfeeding mothers in Nigeria. While the benefits of breastfeeding are well known, many working mothers face significant challenges in continuing the practice due to workplace limitations and insufficient support systems. In the special report, Joy Pius examines the policies or lack thereof that impact working mothers and highlights efforts by organizations to create more supportive environments.
According to UNICEF, women constitute about 20 million of Nigeria's 46 million strong workforce. Yet, 95% of them work in the informal sector, with just 5% in the formal sector, where supportive policies are more likely to exist. Of concern, only 9% of organizations in Nigeria reportedly have workplace breastfeeding policies in place. Limited maternal leave, absence of crèches, and lack of lactation rooms often make it difficult for mothers to breastfeed exclusively for the recommended 6 months. In 2022, the Ondo State government introduced a 6-month maternity leave policy for civil servants, a move widely applauded by health experts and women advocacy groups. But 3 years on, are organizations still upholding this policy? At a government ministry in Akure, a crèche managed by Ministry of Women Affairs provides mothers a place to keep their infants during working hours, a rare example of institutional support.
The workplace here is very conducive, and the environment is conducive, and the policy that have been put in place here for the nursing mothers, breastfeeding mothers, because we encourage exclusive breastfeeding for the babies the first 6 months. This in this facility we have crèche available for the nursing mothers